So we talked this morning about, can you see this from the back? USP, your target market and your buyer personas, and also your core marketing messages. What are the key things you want to make clear? But tying into that has to be your vision for the business and your goals for the business. So that the activity in the marketing should be aligned with what you're trying to achieve in your business as a whole. Next up is the culture. Now, I've been to businesses where there is one person in that company that really believes in content marketing, inbound marketing, really wants to try and do it, and nobody else in the business supports them. And everyone else believes in kind of the old school, or doesn't believe in marketing, or whatever. And that business does not progress in terms of their marketing. So, in terms of culture, it's important that management, key directors, key executives, whoever in the business, buy into the marketing strategy. But it's also important that people at ground level buy in as well. Anyone that's involved. And it's important that sales and marketing align. Now, you may not have specialist salespeople and specialist marketing people in your businesses. In some cases, it will just be you that does both of those functions. But the two things need to work together now, whereas before, marketing would generate leads, and then you'd have a salesperson that would go and deal with that lead. Now, the two things are working in tandem much, much more. And if those two different things are working together, it will be much, much more effective. So culture is very important. And then finally, management. What are the KPIs to be measured? They'll be different in every business, depending on the goals, and depending on the industry, and depending on all sorts of things. Having a set of goals and milestones, right, this is where we want to get to, what are the steps we need to get to in between there and now. Having best practices. So when we work with our clients on this basis, we'll help them set up what are the best practices for social media, for blogging, and so on. Regular analysis and regular planning. Planning is not something that you just do once. It's an ongoing process. We generally work on a 3-month planning cycle.
So how do you get all of those things? Because there's a lot of work there, and one of the ways that where we can help is we do one-on-one workshops where we have a day like today where we're doing this in a group setting, but we'll actually come over to your business and work with your team for a day or 2 days. What those workshops involve is a review of all of your existing marketing, first of all. You may be wondering what this folder is. And you feel free to come and have a look at any stage. But this is an example of a marketing analysis report that we've done for a client. So the kind of things that are involved in here include some best practices. It includes an analysis of their current articles, what's working, what isn't. We've also done a huge amount of keyword research here. So we've researched what people search for in Google, what questions they ask around their products, around their services, around their brand. We've done a full kind of SEO analysis of their website and how they rank. They were running a pay-per-click campaign, and we've gone through their entire pay-per-click campaign and looked at where are the opportunities, where is it losing money, and so on. So, full review of existing marketing. We also, at those sessions, will set goals and identify what the key performance indicators we need to measure are, align the team, get a group of people together, explain what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing it, get the buyer personas as defined as possible, and the buyer journey, and then on the back of that, build and create a plan for content. So it's not just you wait, what am I going to write about this week? There is a scheduled editorial plan. So that's how we go about implementing, or getting that in place in a short period of time, without it being something that is a frustration and a stress. Now the strategy underpins every other part of the marketing. So when that's done right, everything else becomes that little bit easier and that bit more effective. A bit like the foundation when you build a building. The better the foundation, the bigger the building that you